Okay, ready, set, go. Happy Monday, everyone. So we're supposed to start this vlog off in the morning, but we got a bit carried away. So far today, we are always chucking out rubbish and doing some sorting here. But we're so glad we're at the stage now in our office that we've actually gotten rid of most of the dust, which came from putting all the lovely gyprock in, which we will show you around. So far we have built some more storage in the bathroom, and then this week it's just all about sorting everything out and throwing some things out, because basically we had everything in storage before. So we're just slowly going through it all. This week we have a few appointments and we've got an actual wedding on Friday, so we'll bring you along to that. Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday morning and it's still really hot here. Today we're going to drop off our Lulu at daycare. She's somewhere in the back there. There she is. Trying to open the window. She always tries to open it so she can sniff outside and bark at people. Anyways, we're going to drop her off at doggy daycare so that she can play with other dogs. And then we're off to Up shopping centre because we got to buy some stuff to wear to this wedding so that we can fit in with the beachy vibe. Got to find something to fit the bump, and then we'll be off to the office. Hi Terry, how are you? I'm big and puffy and puffy. What was that? And I've got to get something to fit the bump because absolutely nothing fits me except for tights and a t-shirt. And then we're back to the office.
I didn't film much, obviously, at the shops. We had a lot to do. We're on a time schedule. Let's put it that way.
Strict one.
We're on a strict time schedule. Had to be at the shops at 8, 4 calls, then 9 o'clock. Obviously, do all the shopping. But yeah, it was actually quite a nice little shopping outing. I think when or if we do this again, I think a midweek or early week during the week, working week. A weekday. There we got a lot of week in that.
The morning, first thing in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, we got there and we got the first parking spot from where we park.
Literally, it was a dream.
Never happens, obviously, but it was empty.
Even with Eliana as well, when she's here, I think it's just easy. You don't have to worry about it. No one's there. There's no traffic.
But then you can park in the baby things.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, they're not always available. Yeah, there's always people there.
How many people are in those things? So we did our shop. So we've got a wedding this Friday, which Alex spoke about. It's Ale's brother-in-law. So Ale's brother's wife's brother.
Does that make him my brother-in-law? Or are you only brothers-in-law if...
I don't know. So it's my brother-in-law's brother-in-law.
How far does the brother-in-law extend? I don't even know.
I'm not sure.
Does it extend to the other siblings?
I would say he's the brother-in-law. I reckon he's a brother-in-law because technically...
Or do you just have one brother-in-law and one sister-in-law?
It's a good question. Well, anyways, let's just say my brother-in-law's brother-in-law. So Ale's brother's brother-in-law. They're married already. So they're already been married in Colombia legally. This is just their like religious and family wedding in Australia, and we're doing the photography for it. So yeah, obviously it's a beach wedding, so everything, I guess the formalities of getting dressed up is obviously it's not there. So we both needed an outfit for it, and
I just needed something that fit.
That's also going to fit and last you for the
rest of the 2 months.
For the 2-3 months, the last trimester of the pregnancy. So,
and I got a decaf frappe with cream on top, which I've been craving.
Salted caramel
frappe.
Yeah.
But usually they have coffee in them, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a frappe.
Yes, because that's why I asked for decaf.
Yeah.
and like I haven't had one obviously being pregnant, because I've always just tried to stay away from drinking too much coffee. Well, I only have like my small cup in the morning, and it's really diluted, and I don't drink that probably throughout the whole day.
A very weak long black.
It's very weak. But I really have been craving a salted caramel frappe, and I was like, this morning it kind of just light bulb went off in my head, and I was like, decaf, I can get a decaf and still get the flavour, because I do like the taste of coffee. Obviously, if I'm having long blacks, I don't hate it.
Yeah.
And that was just, I would say, one of the small wins of pregnancy right now. That was definitely your win.
That
was my win today.
It only took 6 months to realise that she could have a decaf coffee, and still have a salted caramel and decaf it, which was good. That was,
because even the McDonald's ones I've been wanting to have, but no, I never thought of decaf.
So yeah, and then I dropped Ella off here. Then I had my psychiatrist appointment.
Yep.
Which is something that's been 6 months in the making. It was all for my ADHD, and finally being diagnosed with ADHD. It's been a journey in itself for myself to get to this point. A lot of, I think, 5 years of psychology
sessions,
and then I finally got the referral from my psychologist.
A lot of different other things.
Oh yeah, all natural stuff like fasting, like changing my diet. So I've always just tried to do other things, but I think ever since we've been pregnant, and obviously the office and the like 1,000.
I guess for any other partners out there who have someone who has ADHD in their family, you'll totally understand. Like the peaks people can go through, and I think
I've peaked for 6 months.
Yeah, it's been on fire.
So I guess to round it off, literally had 45 minutes to an hour of just pretty much giving him my profile, setting it all up. This was an actual referred ADHD appointment. So usually he said the diagnosis or this step doesn't usually happen until the second or third session. But straight after today, he's like, look, it's pretty evident that you do have ADHD. So my next session in Feb is with Ale, where I get given all the questions, but Ale comes with, and she pretty much validates it or gives her part of it.
The supporting documentation.
Yes. And then hopefully from that, it's treatment. He has given me a bit of homework, so I have to do a drug screen, obviously just to make sure that I'm not on anything if I have to then get medicated. And then another one as well, I have to do an ECG just to make sure that my heart is, I guess, fine, which I think it is.
You're going to have to run.
Who knows?
Remember when I did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to run for like 20 minutes or something like that and hold a pace.
Yep, so I'm going to have to do that, which is fun. But yeah, so we'll get back to work. That's a bit of our wrap up for today. We'll probably show...
And I need to pee.
Throughout the week, for the 100th time. But yeah, so that's it. That was today.
Oh, why is she frozen? Oh. So just wave at it now. Wave. Perfect. Wave, Ash. Don't be an idiot. Come on. 1, 2, 3, wave. You too. I'm showing that. You're going in our weekly vlog just like that.
Oh, good afternoon. So one of the joys about having the office is a nice shower. Not that our apartment shower is terrible, but just having the shower here is so handy. So it's Wednesday afternoon. It's about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Today was a bit of a day. So today I actually worked with Ala's brother, Christian, back on the tools doing some duct installing. And Ala's been at the office all day. I guess just to give you a bit of an update on what happened this afternoon anyways, our glazier came, and we've been waiting for frames or black frames for Alex's office to go along here. So they've now come in, or they came in yesterday, so he came today to measure up the space so he can get his frames made up and cut or fabricated. He's going to make them ready to go to install. So he came today, measured that up, which is great. So hopefully, when did he say, Bob? Next Thursday? Yeah, next week he should be installing them. And one of the other things that we were speaking about to him was downstairs in the studio space. Better watch the steps. So here we were going to put like big sort of picture frame, or what did he call it? Anyways, picture frame glass just here. Can't remember what he called it, but I'll figure it out later. We're gonna put like picture frame glass here, and then one big sliding door from there across. So I guess half of that would be a sliding panel, and then again on this side, because it doesn't marry up, and then here another sliding door from here, glass sliding door that goes all the way on the inside. The issue with doing that is because up here I hadn't actually filled it in, so there's nothing solid in this section to secure his frame to. It would have been too heavy. So what's happening is I think we're maybe going to put a fixed panel on this side, a fixed panel glass along that wall instead, and then here in the middle 2 sliding doors so they're open inside. So as you come in through the sensor here in line with that light, then bang, door opens this way, door opens the other way, left and right. And then what that would do is, and then tomorrow what that would do is be less weight, because then there's a fixed panel on the left and right hand side of both sliding doors. So then there's not a lot of weight. So then it saves us having to rip apart the gyprock above, build it out so that Adrian's got something to connect to. And then so I guess the weight can be carried by the side fixed panels. You say hello? Hello. Yeah, how's your day been, Bob?
Sorry, great, I guess. Just trying to get stuff done. That's pretty much it.
As always.
Trying to tick the boxes.
So one of the big things as well on my list today is, excuse the baldness, we do work for the Wallet Hub. So they're like an Indigenous organisation that helps Indigenous businesses. So so what came through yesterday was a business that's looking for a 12-week marketing plan, or 12 weeks worth of marketing, wasn't it, Bob?
Yes.
Yeah, so 12 weeks. So I've got to put a proposal in for that and get that through to them today. That would be a good one. It's not something that we generally do, like short-term social media management, or social media management. We don't do short-term. We generally do week by week for no less than 6-month terms. So this is, as I said, not usually something that we do, shorter-term contracts like this or shorter-term stuff, but obviously content creation and everything else we do. So for a lot of our clients as well, what we do is we create a templated grid for them, or templated posts for a lot of their stuff. So like video templates, all of that, graphics, images, quotes, captions, all of that stuff. So what we'll be doing for them is the same thing, but creating those posts, but I guess also giving them the template so that they have that precedence, or they have that consistency moving forward after the 12 weeks are up. So we get the first 12 weeks, get them started, get something happening, and then back onto them. But so what do you think, Bob? Should we sit down and have a bit of a brainstorm for these people? I've got your email to get it done.
Yeah.
How long until you're ready and we can have a bit of a brainstorm?
I can go through it with you. So before we start, we will need to develop their strategy, and this will be all the points of their strategy, unless they already have it and they're handing it over to us. And I asked, why do they use these ugly pens? So can't they just use a normal pencil?
I think it just lasts better. It's just better. I've used a normal pencil, they just completely destroy. And then I guess from that we'll have a sit down meeting with them, and then have a briefing meeting. Obviously if it's us that's doing it.
Good morning. Today is me having to look at my calendar because I'm like, is it Wednesday or Thursday? Today's Thursday. And I've been at the office here since I think 6:30, which is great because I love to get in early while everything's super quiet. There's not a lot of emails coming through to distract me, because I'm the type of person who, I'm trying to get better at it, but I have to respond like straight away. So I'm trying to like put myself into segments. Otherwise, I'm forever replying to emails and doing going through our checking process. So I guess checking process here at UMA, we kind of have like a 3-point checking process when we prep all our content and stuff like that, because as all my editors know out there, sometimes you look at things like 100 times, or you're editing it for hours, and you fixate on something different, whereas if another new fresh pair of eyes who hasn't seen it will pick up on something else. So here we have 3 people check it. So one person creates it, and obviously they check it, the next person checks it, and then someone else who hasn't had like anything to do with it checks it before it kind of is published and goes live. Because we all know on social media, like, I guess we're open to being, I guess, I wouldn't say criticized, I can't think of the right word right now, but like, you know, you spelt something incorrect, or maybe the American spelling or something like that, because your spell checker does that, someone's going to tell you. So we try to stop that as much as possible, because obviously we don't want to be getting messages like that. We just want the content to go out and for it to be correct and clean and all that good stuff as much as possible. So yeah, I'm trying to get better with, I guess, segmenting myself to just give myself, okay, 1 hour of this, 1 hour of that, and then move on to my work. Because sometimes I find that it's 6 p.m. and all I've done is checked and responded to emails, which is great, but not as productive as I would like, especially when I've got photos to edit as well, which I love doing. So yeah, I've been here since 6, had some brekkie, had a shower, and now it's 9 a.m. So the phone starts ringing normally at this time. So I kind of get a little bit distracted with that, I guess. And things just get a little bit more chaotic when, I guess, staff hop online and start their working day as well. So yeah, that's a little bit of a rundown, I guess. Today, definitely want to get all my photo editing done, and I really want to open up the new UMA studio socials up, because we finally have agreed on a logo that we both like. So I want to get that up and running, and that way we can keep everyone informed of all the small stuff we do, because I'm really looking forward to, I guess, getting really creative. So I just feel like having the studio is going to give us the ability to do that, and I'm excited to see, I guess, what photo backdrops and all that stuff that we come up with. So yeah, and I'm excited to photograph that in the end as well. So I'm going to share that with you all over at the UMA studio socials. So yeah, so I guess I will also show you the socials when they're up and running and share them with you guys as well. And that way you can go over there and follow us and see all the cool stuff we come up with. And, you know, maybe one day if you want to hire out a studio to share your creativity or be a creative in it, this could be your perfect spot.
All right, happy Friday, everyone. So today is another different day. It's, what's the time today? I think it's about 11:30ish, 12 o'clock. So we're back at the office. This morning we had a bit of a personal day today in the morning. So we had the obstetrician appointment today. So the 28-week obstetrician appointment, which was
actually a surprise because we were at home. As we've said, we've got the wedding this week, today actually. We've got the wedding today, and so it was just going to be a casual morning. We're going to work from home and do all of that stuff. And then we're sitting down, it's about 8 o'clock, and the alert came up for the obstetrician. So we knew we had it today, but we also forgot that we had it today. So it was actually, it was a pleasant surprise, obviously. So we went to that this morning, which is quite good. We're at the office now. As you can see, Allah's already at her desk for the next.
Looking at Michael's weekly updates.
Michael Cotton.
Making sure all the subtitles are correct.
Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of work, or Allah's going to do a little bit of work, and then we're going to get ready here and go to the wedding. Luna's going to Christian's house, my brother-in-law's, Allah's brother's house. So that's going to be, so that'll be good because it's, as we said, my brother-in-law's brother-in-law. So the brother-in-law's brother-in-law, he's, I guess.
We're still trying to work out my brother-in-law.
We don't know, but it's brother-in-law. If he's our brother-in-law too, or if he's just Christian's brother-in-law. But let's just say he is the brother-in-law. That light. Turn it around this way. So yeah, so it's his wedding today with his wife Daisy. They're both excited. So we're going to be taking photos of that today. It's a bit of a stinker as well today. I think it's top of 36 and it's 36 at QG or Kuji. So luckily Allah's got a nice flowing dress. At the moment she has been having the hot flushes, haven't you, bub? The heat has not been her friend these past 2 weeks. Yeah, this morning's obstetrician. Oh, there goes our air fryer. The chicken. Some lunch. Yeah, so the obstetrician was quite good. So Eliana, for those that don't know, is our daughter's name, the name that we have chosen, which is Ale's mum's middle name. So it's Fresia Eliana Sanchez Cutmore. No, not Cutmore, you're Cutmore. Galvez. Fresia's name, Fresia Eliana Galvez.
Yes.
Ortiz or whatever.
Yes.
Baby, or Eliana, is, I suppose, named after her grandmother, Ala's mum.
It's also like, I don't know, I think it was so hard for us to even think of any other girls' names as well that could, because we obviously wanted something that you can say in English and you can say in Spanish.
Yeah.
And that had the same tone. For example, like we didn't want to, like, I'm just picking on Michael because I'm looking at him. Like Michael in English is Michael, but in Spanish it's Miguel. And it's like, they obviously sound like two different names.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So we wanted something that Eliana, and if you say in English it's Eliana, but if you say in Spanish it's just Eliana.
Yeah.
It's just like almost like a little bit quicker roll of the tongue.
So it's more like, yeah, the vowels are probably more pronounced as they should in Spanish, like, I suppose.
Jesus is Jesus, obviously, in English.
Or Jesus.
But Jesus in... So they sound two different. Wanted something that sounded the same as well. So that was the perfect fit.
God willing, she does come out nice and healthy, and we do have a healthy girl. But from the scans today, or from the obstetrician today...
She's a big girl.
She's a big girl.
Mm-hmm.
So we're 27 and 6 days today.
And she's measuring at 30 weeks.
Yep. So she's a big girl.
So kind of hoping she comes earlier, but kind of not.
Well, we're scheduled in for 38 weeks.
I don't know how I'll cope with a
big girl.
A water bursting situation and going and having contractions.
And then having an emergency Caesar.
I don't know, because obviously I only plan to have one. I don't know about what we plan. Like in a way, like I want to experience what that feels like, but in a way I really don't.
No. Look, we'll just
maybe I'm happy to just watch it in the movies.
But yeah, so the baby is growing well. Eliana's nice and healthy. All the glucose tests and stuff that you did is all good. Is it glucose?
Yes, where you drink the disgusting bottle, which for all the pregnant people out there that have done that, oh my God. I think that's been the worst part of pregnancy.
Yeah, possible, and obviously morning sickness.
No, I would rather the morning sickness.
You reckon?
Yeah, that's how disgusting that was. It was terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess you don't like the sweet stuff and all of
I
that
don't think
crap.
you would even like it.
You reckon?
Oh, just the thought of it. It's bad. And you have to drink it in 5 minutes. So, like, imagine me drinking a soft drink in 5 minutes. I'm only like a one sip gal.
A one sip person in the whole day.
And like,
in
that's good
24
enough
hours.
for me.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, that's come back positive. So there's no.
Negative. I don't have gestational.
No, like it's positive. Like it's a positive outcome from it. So there's no. What is it?
Gestational diabetes.
Gestational diabetes. Gestational. Gestational.
Am I pronouncing something
I don't
better
know.
than you?
I think so. Gestational diabetes. I don't know.
You sounded really Australian then.
So yeah, so there's no diabetes, which is obviously positive. As I said, baby is growing well. She's actually she's really big. So to be 2 weeks ahead of her actual dates, so she's measuring at 30 weeks and we're only just on 28 or a day shy of 28 weeks.
So she's 2 weeks. So
she's
maybe
2 weeks
she
ahead.
might come early.
I doubt it. But we did ask the question as well. If she does come along quicker or come along before the due date, it would then turn into Ale would still go under as a cesarean, but rather it being a planned cesarean, it'll be an emergency Caesar. So I guess that's one thing that I guess we probably now have to start preparing for, and just like, okay, so we've got to really be cautious of our movements at that stage, which I dare say come April, the beginning of April, we'd just be working from home.
Yeah.
Our house is in West Perth and the clinic or the hospital that we're going to, St. John of God, is in Subiaco. So Subiaco is literally 5 minutes from home, whereas from here it's like 20 minutes. So we're just probably safest to be from home in April and only really come here when we really need to.
Have a hospital bag in the car.
Like obviously, God willing, and if everything does go to plan, then we don't need to worry about it. We'll have everything set up that we need to, and we don't have to rush to get to the hospital because she's coming early. It should just be standard. All right, it's Friday the 11th of April. It's 8 o'clock. All right, let's start making our way to the hospital. We'll get there, say, for 8:30. Baby's coming out at 9. Well, you're going in, and Eliana's coming out. She's obviously due on the Friday. Then you got obviously Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. She'll be coming home. So a nice long weekend. So yeah, so that's been our morning. All right, we are just about ready to go. Everyone's dressed, changed, showered. Oh yeah, they've got another order. Our neighbour's just here, number 18. They do it's like an e-commerce business. It's actually really, really, really nice designs. Actually, what she's done, or they've done actually. I can't remember what their actual name is. I've got the business card upstairs, but they're all her own design and prints and stuff on like matching sets and everything. They're actually really, really nice. It's a shame that they're only for women, because I think I'd buy a few. They've always another delivery. They seem to be pretty busy, which is really good. See them floating in and out every now and from time to time. Lulu, come on. She went the whole way around this tree. All right, come on. Let's go. We'll go get Mum. Pack up the car. We've got to go. There's the gem. Yeah, you were saying, like, how nice are these plants, eh? The plants, like, since they've been in here, every single one of these have thrived. They all used to be at home, except for this fella. This one's well and truly busted. He's gone. But holding on. That one there. So this new leaf has come through, which is a nice big one, within like days of them being here. And then this one has got 3 new leaves. Like, they were at our house for ages with just like 3 leaves. It just had those 3 leaves there for ages. And then this one's obviously, as I said, seen better days. But since getting all this like beautiful natural light from the skylight here, the warmth too. I don't know. Look, I'm not. Constance, or what's his name? Costa. Costa, so I wouldn't know. So they've actually really thrived, whether it's the heat or something in the water, who knows? But they're actually turning out quite beautifully. All right, we ready to make tracks, bub?
Yes, I just need you to double check all this.
Oh yes. All right, so we'll just double check all the. This is the first. It's the first time we're actually doing a wedding. No, I don't. We're photographing it, so I'm not the photographer. Alla's the photographer.
And I need help because
Yeah.
there's only so much running around.
There's only so much running around a pregnant woman can do. All right, so I've got both my SD cards. This battery I've already checked is full. Yeah, you've got SD card in there, 2 SD cards in there. Got the whole thing of SD cards here. Just grab all these spare batteries. Let's make some tracks, bub. Let's get the show on the road. All right. So that's second week done for UMA. Well, not done for UMA, but yeah, the second week of the vlog done. This one was more of a full vlog. Obviously last week, that was just one day. But yeah, so far, I think it's quite nice. Obviously, yeah, just coming back here. It's Sunday today. Did a bit of work. We kind of get caught in this little nook that we've just made here while we're waiting for the whole office to be made. So we set this up nice and comfortably. So we've got the little mellow mat there and our old, it's almost like beanbag sofas. We used to use them. They used to be up on our balcony at home in our apartment. And then we got the nice TV back behind us with the Amazon, I think it's a fire plug TV or something. It was like 90 bucks, 4K. Brilliant. It's the best thing that I think that we bought for a TV. Wrapped up a little bit of the work. All the photos that we took from the wedding on Friday, Dion and Daisy's wedding. So we just put all of them onto the computers. So they're uploading now into Lightroom so that Ala's got the lovely job this week of editing. But yeah, that day was just absolutely beautiful. So like you couldn't have asked for anything better, for them, nice and small, nice and sweet. As I said, they are already legally married in Colombia, but to obviously have family and their friends there on Friday was really beautiful for them. So it was actually very nice. I felt privileged to take photos for them, and I'm sure Ale did too. Oh yeah, so actually I'll show you that wall. I've been meaning to show you guys. So up here, eventually, we want to get an LED sign, like UMA Studios or UMA something on there. But yeah, there's still obviously, as you can see, a little bit more things like that wall needs to be painted. There's still all the stuff down here that needs to be sorted. Like at the moment, that's our little baby table. So all the stuff that we've got for baby. This is all our racks that we sort of need to get organized, and everything else is in there. So that's got a combination of personal stuff, work stuff that just all needs to be organized and figure out, okay, we're going to keep it, we're going to chuck it. Is it going back to the apartment? And all the other storage down here, Ala's surfboard, got the ladders and stuff hanging up along here. Yeah, so this is, I guess, making use of our little understairs storage. Lorna's making use of all the space. Isn't it, big girl? What are you doing? Where you going? What are you after? Oh, and this is her favorite, actually. So before I quickly wrap it up, the beauty about having all of this space is, as you can see here, we've got, as I said, it's a Sunday, but the best thing is about this is, ready? And she absolutely loves it. She would literally do that all night if she had to. So yeah, so just gonna wrap it up today for this week. Ola wants to make a quick cameo and say goodbye. So yeah, so thank you for another week, another vlog, the second vlog. Obviously more to come. As I said, a lot of these will be ever evolving as we start figuring out obviously the content and everything else we want to put out there. But thanks heaps for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.